Welcome to beautiful San Juan, Puerto Rico, the backdrop for the 2021 FIBA Women's AmeriCup. It's day number 5 of group play, and we've got game number 2 of the day all coming up, and all the action is happening here inside the Roberto Clemente Coliseum. It is Team Canada walking in with a record of 3-0, taking on Colombia, who is 2-1 in Group A play. Both of these teams are already advancing to the quarterfinals on Thursday. This is to finalize up the seeding. A current look at the group phase scores from today. Virgin Islands taking care and actually sending home El Salvador before the quarterfinals on Thursday. Tomorrow's an off day for everybody. Of course, the finisher today is Venezuela and Dominican Republic coming up after this. Right now, Brazil is on top of Canada, but the only loss that Brazil has is from Team Canada. So look for those two to flip-flop here as the final standings will come to a conclusion in the group play. I want to welcome you inside. I'm Despina Barton, joined by the former Puerto Rico national team member, Natalia Melendez. Natalia, we can't ever get underwhelmed from these introductions. Team Canada, they'll be going on to the Olympics. Your quick observations about this matchup?
Yes, well, I'm expecting to see a great match in between Shaya Pellington and Manuela Rios, the point guard from Canada, versus the point guard from Colombia. She's been the go-to girl for this Colombia Canadian team, and for me, the best player from the whole tournament so far. So I can't wait to see what she's going to bring here today. She has a very talented group of teammates. So Canada is ready. What this game also means is the team that wins here today, the team that will be, yes, the team that loses here today will be facing Puerto Rico. Is that it?
That is correct. That is correct. The winner will then be on the top of this bracket and will get the number 4 or number 3 seed from the other side. So yeah, these two are fighting not to go against Puerto Rico in the quarterfinal round, Natalia.
And here we're seeing this Colombian team, Las Colombianas, a team with a well-balanced team. Daniela Gonzalez, the youngster, the 90-year-old.
And we'll get ready to set up for the national anthem and the flag recognition. We'll start with Canada and then Colombia.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Colombia. as per COVID-19 protocol, we welcome teams to exchange a social
Fans
distance.
will wave from a distance. They normally greet at half court and say hello and exchange a gift, but COVID has altered a lot of the traditions here with these games, Natalia. But we're just excited to have basketball back as we will begin this contest between Canada and Colombia. I talked to both coaching staffs before the game, and for Canada and Coach Lisa Tomaitis, she said they are competing against themselves to get better every day. As we take a moment here to recognize the officials, Ashley Gilpin, Eileen Garcia, and Johnny Batista, Puerto Rico, USA, and Uruguay represented.
The best referees from the continent as well. It's not easy to be in this level.
For Canada, they are going to shake up their starting five today. No Ayim and no Scott. You're going to see Coley and Alexander rounding out the five.
And from the bench of Pellington, Russell Hill, Jim Scott, Amahir, and Edwards. That second unit that have been so great in this tournament. This is a very long team. They have a lot of people that can do, and finish the job that the coach that you're seeing there asked them to do.
Coach Tomaitis was appointed in 2013. As a head coach, she's won 2 national championships with the University of Saskatchewan and the Huskies. She says winning is the goal here, as it is for Colombia. This is a look at their starting five, which has been consistent all tournament long.
Manuela Rios, Juliani Paz, Mabel Martinez, Janet Arias, and Narlene Mosquera. Caicedo, López, Palacio, Vente Asprilla, González, Edwards, and Coach Cuenca. What comes into my mind when I see those starting 5 players from Colombia, it's number 10, Mabel Martinez. She had a rough start in this tournament, but she's getting into rhythm, and today she's going to be a very important player from Colombia.
Coach Cuenca led the team and has been leading the team since 2009, has turned this program around. Most success in history. In 2019, they were the South American Basketball League champions. In 2017, the champs of the Bolivian and South American games. And he credits the success to his program because of the continuity within this unit. They have their hands full, though, as 3 of the 10 teams here participating in the AmeriCup are Olympic bound. Coach Tomaitis is preparing for her Canadian squad to head to the Olympics next month.
And in the case of Canada, we'll see some changes, probably going to the Olympic Games. We know they're missing key players in their team, Natalie and Shaw, Wakia Nurse, Bridger Carlton, Maya Marie Longlois, the captain, Kim Goucher, who just gave birth a few months ago, a baby girl. They can probably count with Ruth Hamblin and Dawn Stouter. So there's so much talent in Canada program that they are, even with them missing these players, they can still compete, and they are the team to beat in this AmeriCup.
For Colombia, the keys are going to be to maintain intensity and focus, and they must defend on the screens. This Colombia team has a lot to fight for. They're 2-1 in their appearances here in the AmeriCup. And these two teams haven't met for some time, but Coach Tomaitis did point out that this Colombian team has good size. She knows their balance. They have several scoring spots they like on the court, and they play longer than what they are. So
yes, they do. And Colombia and Canada have been in the last 3 AmeriCups. Why they have not met each other? Because it just didn't happen. They never, they never cross against each other, but they have been seeing each other in tournaments. Colombia was in the last one here in Puerto Rico, 2019. On 2017, they were playing at in Argentina. But finally, we're going to be able to see this match in between these two, and I'm very excited to see how well Manuela Rios manage these great guards from Canada. They have a few, and they are all very talented.
In 2019, Colombia finished in the top 5 in the AmeriCup, while we saw Canada fall to Team USA in that championship gold medal match. Alexander ready to go. 5 in the AmeriCup, while we saw Canada fall to Team USA in that championship gold medal match. Alexander ready to go, their 30-year-old center. for Canada awaits Colombia's arrival. And we know, no secret here, Narlin Mosquera will jump. Alexander wins the tip. And Naira Fields has definitely pushed the intensity for Team Canada. Natalia, this is a group that did not play for 16 months. Fields takes the baseline, a miss. Alexander rebounds. She'll go up with it. It's short. So while COVID has impacted everybody, wow, nice lay in there by Rios.
That was a very uncomfortable shot, but hey, it's a good one.
Koenig, 3-point is flat. Manuela Rios, the 5'5" point guard for Colombia, gets on the board first for her team. Mosquera. And Alexander with another rebound. Fields calls for the screen. Shoulder down, throws it up, and is called for traveling.
It's good help there for Giuliani pass. She did the right thing. She just stood there. Fields didn't have, there was too much traffic there for her to attack. That's Juliana.
Arias to Martinez. Arias inside to pass. She'll turn and look and travel first.
Yeah, she moved her pivot. Both teams struggling a little bit. You can see a lot of nervousness. It's normal. They know what is in stake here.
This is the 4th game in a row for Canada. They started their competition off on a bye for day 1, then met the Virgin Islands, Brazil, and El Salvador. That was last night. As for Colombia, they're coming off their bye, their rest day, and have 2 wins and a loss. Their lone loss was to Brazil, a team that Canada defeated a couple of evenings ago. Backdoor cut for Arias. She gets the bump. Will shoot 2.
And I love how Janet is constantly, moving and finding those open spots for her to receive the ball. Great pass by Mosquera. She was looking for an option, Janet, so she was looking for somebody to get an open pass, and she made a backdoor effective for them. Janet is averaging in this tournament 15 points, 6 rebounds. She is shooting 48% from the field goal, 16% from the 3-point line, and from the free throw line. Not bad. Not bad. She is shooting 88%.
She also has the first 4 points, or excuse me, the next 2 points. Colombia out in front by 4. Koenig. Fighting down low, finding open Fields on the cut. Rios to Arias on the wing. Rebound stripped away from Paz, and it's Canadian ball. Pellington, the guard from Arizona, makes the first move to the hoop. It's good.
He's trying to fast the pace here. They were almost at 3 minutes without being able to score, and this is something we've seen Pellington do throughout the tournament. There are just a few people who can stop players like Pellington.
And And she had a great run with her team from Arizona into the NCAA, the Final Four. Her coach is here. Coach Barnes is in the stands. I think she has a scout report for Team USA. I think she might be double dipping a little.
Yeah, she knows her pretty well, huh?
Mosquera gets stripped. We're moving with Fields. One-on-one. Arias surprised about the call.
And you know what? I'm surprised that Canada. Their offensive weapon so far has been attacking those caps, but they're not using their post players that much in this, in the beginning of this game. Caicedo is in. Mabel Martinez. Go ahead.
The 29-year-old guard, 27-year-old guard, hits both of them. Rios goes baseline spin, looking for the cutter. Mosquera gets to her. Pellington again, this time tries on the right. Same result. She'll head to the free throw line.
Good move. She's splitting between two defensive players. Shaila is averaging 15 points and 3 assists. She's perfect from the free throw line in this tournament. She's shooting 77% from the free throw. And as you said, she's part of the University of Arizona program. She transferred from Oakland. She was part of the FIBA U16 in 2015 that won gold. Then she played on 2016 with the FIBA U19 team that won bronze. And this is her second AmeriCup. She was with this Canadian team on 2017 in Argentina.
Pellington with 3 of Canada's 5 points right now. Rio's calling the offense. Caicedo tries to get it back up to Arias. Instead, it's Pellington. No foul this time. Clean block by Arias. Scott, open on the wing. Football pass down to Arias. She gets her 2 steps. Mosquera, the cleanup.
That was a good pass. That's the importance of feeling those lanes, so you can get the offensive rebound just in case somebody misses.
Scott, another attempt from the wing. This one's good.
And that's Canada first a 3-pointer in this game.
Rios has a good look. Her teammate Asprilla with the board to keep things going. Rios, one-on-one. Hard to stop with Ami here. Our cameraman helped her break that fall as Pellington took care of the rock on the other side.
Pellington, she have 6. She have 6 in the game, and Colombia needed that timeout to make adjustments, especially in the defense. They need to collapse a little bit more on the defensive end. They're open, and Pellington and Fields are finding those spots. No help from the opposite side, so they need to, they need to help. They need to help because these point guards are really fast.
Midway through the first quarter, Canada up by 4. All 4 of those points of separation looking like they're coming from fast break points.
Eight rebounds each team so far. 4 offensive for Canada. Points from the bench. You see the rotation from Canada started very early in the game, and we've been talking throughout the tournament how important the bench has been, and they have 8 points from the bench. It's Pellington. They're responsible for this to happen.
On the run there was Pellington. But she's been the facilitator and getting out in front in transition. This Canadian team leads in field goal percentages, made 3-pointers through the tournament, through 3 games. Extremely strong from the field. Palacio on the board for Colombia.
Colombia taking care of taking advantage of that zone that Canada present on that possession.
Sammy Hill on the floor for Canada. Ami here one-on-one. The feed to her teammate is good. Ayim, the finish.
That's a Jim's shot.
Lopez running the offense while Rios is away. Caicedo, you remember Caicedo? We saw her make a half-court shot at the buzzer earlier this week, Natalia.
Yes, it was in the highlights that we've been seeing all this week.
Scott gets it back. She'll try and feed it to Ayim.
She called a foul on Palacios.
First personal foul, number 9.
Mosquera is going to the bench. Gonzalez, the youngster from Central Point, is in the game.
And that's a high school in Florida. Just a high schooler on the floor defending Ami here.
Amy here have become one of the favorite in this tournament. She can do it all. From the University of South Carolina, this sophomore player. I love how can she attack the basket, so easily. She make it seem so easily. She became the first Canadian woman to dunk in a game at age 15.
And she's also good at her free throws. Coach Lisa Tomaitis there, leading this Canadian team to its 3rd straight Olympic Games. Canada, Puerto Rico, and USA all competing next month in Tokyo. Esfrija was there on the weak side, and we have a whistle. Shot clock violation. Already 5 team fouls for Colombia, so Canada will be heading up the free throw line from here on out. Good rebound. We saw the attempt there from Ajim.
Yes, smart. She was trying to push the ball to Jamie Scott. But she wasn't balanced enough. Good hustle.
Lopez looking for the cutter. She gets Hasprija. That one's deflected by Ami here. Canada ball. Aim doing a lot of the work on the paint. Had a good look there on the baseline. On the floor goes Lopez.
Sammy's heels specialties, it's different. You can tell how she didn't let Lopez attack, easily that baseline. She moved with her.
For Canada, entering number 7, AmeriCup.
Hasprija sits down as Marilyn Vinte steps on the floor to give her a breather. You have Cancedo picking up Colley half court. Screen comes. Hill looking to feed. And Colley resets. Hill open on the baseline. That one's off. Last touch by Canada. Keep an eye out in the paint. You got some of the two youngest.
Good defense.
For Canada, entering number 2, Aislinn Coney.
Coney is in for Jamie Scott, who got hurt. She got an elbow. Somebody put an elbow on her throat. That got too hurt.
We will head to the free throw line. Canada will be shooting 2 here.
First, return ball number 24, Alaya Edwards. Sub for Canada, entering number 21, Naira Fields.
All right, the foul was called against Canada. So Rios with 30 seconds to play with. Shot clock at 15. Alaya Edwards will push things up for Canada. Hill calls for Naira to move. A sneak attack by Edwards, it's good!
Alaya Edwards.
The first 2 points of the game.
A high note for Canada as they close out the first quarter up by 8. It's Canada 17, Colombia 9.
Colombia 9.
18 points a percentage for Colombia. Canada way better, 42% from the 3-point line. Only 17%, 1 of 6. Same for Colombia here. The rebounds are even, 11-12. But we got to talk, we have to talk about the work that the Canadian bench have done. 15 of the 17 points that Canada have came from the bench.
Manuela Rios, critical in her team's early offense there. And we saw some long balls from Jamie Scott, who came off the bench, normally a starter for Team Canada. The pat on the back from Pellington. And this Canadian team, Natalia, hasn't played together in 16 months. They got together May 20th to start practicing for this tournament and, of course, the Olympics. So it's Coach Lisa Tamaitis that is soaking up every single game that they have. There's lots of adjustments within the game, games within the games that she's constantly evaluating.
The good thing is that they know each other because they've been in tournaments before, and you know, when a coach have like a system or a culture, they know this culture. It's all about, you know, having more games together in order to everybody get in sync. And the good things about this Canadian team, and what I think it's step them, you know, they are one step ahead of everybody else here, is that most of their players were active in Europe, and others are active in the NCAA. So even though they have not been together for 16 months, that it's still really hard, really tough, they have been acting, playing. And that's always an advantage over other teams that don't have professional players.
Backdoor Martinez, good eye by Mascara.
And you know what? Everything that happens, you know, with the players cutting and everything, it's starting from Mosquera.
A lay-in by a Ringkaki Kunwe with her first two.
Nayo is playing in Lyon Asvel in France. Last AmeriCup, she averaged 8 points and 5 rebounds. She was also part of the New York Liberty in the WNBA.
Arias gets it right back. Mascara, 5 feet out, won't go. Ringkaki Kunwe will inbound.
Yes, that's Janet Arias' second foul.
Suffer Canada, entering number 1, Shayna Hamilton.
Koenig back on the floor. She gets it.
And the confidence level you must have to do what she just did. She just came out of the bench. She's a shooter. Her percentages are so high, and she only needs a little bit of space to be effective. What a shooter we're seeing in this tournament.
Rios to Mascara on the wing. Good look. The cleanup pass. Can't square up. Naira Fields to Koenig. Ringkaki Kunwe. Fields pulls the trigger. Mascara pushes up to Aria. Smart move by the veteran.
That's Mascara's third assist of the game. She pushes the ball down the floor. She's always looking for the players that are in constant move. She's a point center. She thinks like a guard, passes like a guard.
Just stands at 6'6".
She's very aware of what's happening around her during the game.
Cuts the lead to 8. Pellington to Fields, no shot. Great defensive stance there by Colombia. A side out would be in volleyball. Too clogged up. And a freebie as the ball goes back into the hands of Colombia.
It's Canada's 4th turnover.
And Canada picks them up full court. I love this. Masiguera is the shield as Rios walks down the court. I would want her too. Martinez, the captain, turnaround, shoots. It rolls in and out. Honing up the screen, the feed to Edwards. She shot that a lot in warm-ups today. You can tell she was frustrated about the way she's been shooting. Just 18 years old.
The youngest player in this team. Hello.
Then Arias saving the day. Can they get some points here? The countdown from the fans here inside this stadium. Arias wanted a jump ball there.
Entering number 8, Carolina Lopez. For Canada, entering number 14, Kayla Alexander.
There's the replay there.
Canada timeout. For the latest news.
And in the last AmeriCup, Canada finished in 2nd place. 1st place was United States. They beat Mexico 109-53. They beat Cuba 87-51. They also beat the locals, Puerto Rico 50-78. After that, they beat the Dominican Republic 78-50. After that, they beat Brazil 66-58, and then went into the finals. After that, they lost versus USA 46-67. That's the only game they lost in the last AmeriCup tournament. And Alexander, which was their go-to girl, she was hot in that tournament. She was chosen one of the 5 stars from the tournament. She did not play that game because she got hurt the game before playing in Brazil, those semifinals. Also, Maya Langlois didn't play.
And Kayla Alexander just checked on the court, into the court for Canada, so keep an eye on 14 in red. Like Natalia said, she led this team in the last AmeriCup, averaging 15.6 points and 10.2 rebounds. So it was pretty heartbreaking to not see her finish the tournament through and even have a chance to compete against USA.
Yeah, they took care of her because they knew she was going to go play pro after that. And sometimes you got to take that as a consideration too. You know, national team is important, but after all, this is their job. So you have to take care of them when they get hurt.
Feed down to Renkaki Kunwe. She makes it count. Ikunwe with a chance to make this a 3-point play. Look at the feed from Pellington.
This is Nage's 3rd AmeriCup. She won gold during the Pan Am Games in 2015. So she's been around with this national team for a while. It's one of those players that never said no to this program.
Misses that. Box out is good by Gonzalez. The other 18-year-old on the floor. Lopez one-on-one with Pellington. Good defense. Strong take by Pellington, put back by Renkaki Kunwe. Quickly there to lift her teammate back up off the ground.
It's Nage's 2nd offensive rebound of the game.
The lead stretches out to 12 for Team Canada. Nice work, Gonzalez gets it. Daniela Gonzalez, the youngest on the team.
Had a little bit of space, but she decided to attack because she saw a gap, and she finished her first 2 points of the game.
Pull up J from Fields, pretty.
Naira Fields.
Lopez to Mosquera. Turn and shoot. It counts, baby.
Natalie Mosquera.
Alexander. She's the player we've been telling you about, led this team last AmeriCup. Mosquera. Feed to Arias. A miss. Colombia re-establishes their defense. Alexander one-on-one. Mosquera. Alexander wins that trip down the court.
What a great match.
Gonzalez again. Not high percentage shots, but she's getting some good minutes on the floor. Rinkaki Kunwe, an extra pass is made. Another two for Alexander.
It's Canada's 7th assist, and Canada now being very patient in offense and moving the ball around, finding, the players cutting to the basket and just taking high percentages shots.
Colombia calls the timeout because Canada now out in front by 14.
Yeah, and we've been talking about how in this tournament you got to keep those quarters close and not lose for many points, because it's not easy to make a comeback when you are playing in this level.
Colombia a couple trips to the free throw line. Canada not much more.
It's been a half-court game so far. 3 points in fast break for Colombia, 4 for Virgin Islands. Points in the paint, 12 for Colombia. 22 points for Canada, and points from the bench, 5 from Colombia, and 15 points from the bench from Canada.
And this Colombian team played Brazil tough. The final score, there was a difference of 24 points, but that's not indicative of how the game went on. I think they saw a lot of good things. Maria Palacio. To Gonzalez, poked out of bounds by Amihir. A lot happening. And the physicalness you're starting to see with the screens, with the cuts. Aim squares up. as FIBA pulls down the rebound. Jumper for Palacio, it's off. Ami here pulls down the board. Too much on it to Aim. A miscue. Palacio thought she had Gonzalez streaking to the basket. So a breakdown on offense. For Coach Cuenca's team. Aim left alone. She gets it. Aim with 4 points today.
She's 33% from the field.
She's the captain of this Canadian team and already announced she'll retire after the Tokyo Olympics. Caicedo. That pass deflected, intended for Ami here. Caicedo out in front. Makes a move, tries the reverse. No shot, the official is waving off the shot.
No continuation, but that was a great change of speed there for Caicedo. Boom, in and out. She attacked baseline. She's small, but she's good.
5'3", to be exact. Mayra
You know how good you
Caicedo.
have to be 5'3" and play at this level? From another galaxy.
Basically a unicorn. Caicedo continues to attack. This one will count. Head to the free throw line, Miss Caicedo.
Again, changes to look at that crossover. Caicedo went to Northern New Mexico College. In this tournament, she's averaging 3 points, 41% from the field, and 14% from the three-point line.
Pellington back in. Final 35 seconds of the half. Ami here. And they're going to call her for an offensive. Ami here, another one of those South Carolina players here.
And you know how good this is for Gonzalez to be defending a player that is young like her, ¿verdad? That is young like Gonzalez, but it's playing in a high level, you know, one of the best NCAA teams. This is a school for Gonzalez because she can be there soon. Next year she'll be playing in the NCAA.
Shot clock's at 5. Caicedo decides to let it rip. Canada will push for a final shot. Pellington takes it, and it won't go. Canada up by 13 here at the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the second quarter with the score of Canada 34 and Colombia 21.
Canada led by 8 at the end of the first quarter. Tacked on a few extra points here and have been consistent from the field.
Yes, and they need to do a little better in turnovers. They have 9. No, wait. Canada have 7, but when they look the best, when Pellington is playing, everything like goes smoother for them, especially in the offensive end. need to keep that pace. Not bad for Colombia. 13 points difference. They still closing in this game. The boards are close. 19 to Colombia, 22 to Canada. That's something Canada have been dominating the rest of the teams that they play so far. In Colombia is doing a good job there.
9 players scoring for Canada here in the first half. So they're doing what they do well. Meanwhile, we have players that did not go back to the bench to rest. You see Mascara still over here shooting, as well as her teammates. Manuela Rios, the catalyst on offense. She gets the party started. And early Mascara was effective.
She's done a little bit of everything. She scored when she needs to score close to the basket. She have missed some, I don't want to say easy layups, but shots that were close to the basket. Of course, Kylie Alexander is defending her. It's hard to shoot over her hands. But I think she's done pretty well so far, especially looking for everybody cutting through, and she have 3 assists. She's creating for everybody else.
And it's so fun to see the young Ami here, 19-year-old, plays for South Carolina. Attack pretty fiercely. And then Edwards here, she catches everybody sleeping. Again, 18 here. Edwards, is 18 years old from UConn. We're seeing the next generation of superstars. Koenig right off the bench. That was the first shot she took in the second quarter.
One of the best shooters that this tournament have right now. She's still playing in college. She goes to the university. Well, she goes to North Carolina State.
Have you been listening to Natalia?
Well, no. I'm sorry. She was at North Carolina State. Right now, she's playing professional in Belgium. I have this confusion with universities in the States. I don't know which one finished with states and which one starts with the word university there.
It's confusing to me, and I live in the States. But yes, lots of universities in the school in the United States. And a lot of talent that we get to see here compete in the AmeriCup that are from the most dominant programs in the NCAA. Here at halftime, though, we want to show you some of the top 5 plays of what has happened on this court here inside the Roberto Clemente Coliseum. Enjoy this playlist.
Nice fast break between Taira Melendez and Jackie Benitez. Florida, she's been a star since she was born. She have won every award possible.
Natalia's being a little exaggerative, but not by much, because I used to cover.
How perfect that pass was. Great assist by Fields.
Henderson to Jones.
Nice.
Haley Jones.
Beautiful. Well, we have to stop here. What an assist.
Carvalho behind the back, and Silva the lay-in. The epitome of teamwork there as the top play. Brazil, Silva with the steal, Carvalho with the behind-the-back pass, and the other Silva with the finish. That is what we have seen so far. Let's take a look now at Canada's top scorer through the first 20 minutes, Natalia.
Rinka Okunwe. They're constant.
And I don't think it's fair just to show Kunwe because they've had so many scores in this first half. Everybody's been a threat for Canada, but right now it's a Kunwe that's able to put up the 6 points, 4 rebounds, and not a whole lot of time, only 12 minutes and 41 seconds. Right place, right time, and then she's there to go pick up Pellington. Yep, look at that. The 29-year-old forward for Canada. And you see Colombia is on the court. They've been practicing. Most of them have not sat down during the break. And it's definitely been a team effort, but on the run is Yanith Arias, 5 points, 2 blocks today.
And Perk from the free throw line. She's always on the go there. Mosquera. She's a great passer, pushing the ball down the floor.
And it is halftime. Another 2 quarters coming up at you in just a few minutes. Canada leads 34-21. Stick around. We'll be right back for the start of the second half. Welcome back inside the Roberto Clemente Coliseum in beautiful San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's the FIBA Women's AmeriCup. It is day number 5 of action. We will close out the pool play. Despina Barton here alongside Natalia Melendez, the former Puerto Rico national team member. And Canada up by 13 after the first 2 quarters of play. The scoring has been spread out. Rain Kakikunwe leading the way with 6 points. We featured her during the halftime. For Colombia and Coach Luis Cuenca's team, they are looking to make a comeback against this tough Canadian team. Colombia told me that they must maintain intensity and focus and be sure to defend on the screens. Now, both of these teams, regardless of today's outcome, will be advancing to the quarterfinals. It's just like Natalia said, it's for the seeding. Canada will start off with possession. Koenig.
And the winner of this game will have to wait to see what happened in between Venezuela and Dominican Republic. That's how it goes.
Which is the next game, the finale of the evening.
Third quarter.
Pull up Jay from Fields will get things going for Canada. 2 more for Fields.
She has 6.
Manuel Rios. And Masquera, one of the 4 players that did not go to the benches during halftime, instead wanted to get up more shots. Good way to start from Martinez.
She have 4. Mabel have been a little shy today when it comes to the offense. Not being very aggressive there.
Fields will attack this time. Alexander probably could have just turned around and shoot that one, right, Natalia? She wanted the feed.
Kaya Alexander.
Golly, wanting that ball really bad. And Martinez is the captain of this Colombian team. The feed down low. Arias goes to work. Paz there. Can she get the putback? She does. Paz with the putback.
First 2 points of the game.
Turn and shoot. Blocked. No, there's contact.
Third personal foul number 6, Juliani Paz.
Kali holding on to Coach Cuenca there for the embrace before she went overboard.
And Kyler has 7 points, 5 rebounds. This is her first visit to the free throw line.
This is the 30-year-old that led Team Canada with points and rebounds in 2019. Coach Cuenca for Colombia. Colombia trying to stay spaced out properly here. Martinez. The feed tipped away. No, Arias finds it herself. 2 more for Arias. Aim picks up her dribble. Koenig for the rescue. And it's going to go against Ayim.
First personal foul number 9,
I believe she was setting a pick with just too much movement. Oh, she gave a little nudge.
A little hip.
Martinez in the corner. Skip pass nearly deflected. Gonzalez on the fly. Good hands from Mascara.
Yes, and Mascara was doing good because she knew the ball was going to go inside. And Ajin was posting in Gonzalez. She good hands there. Ajin have the right position to receive that ball, but Daniela holds Ajin by the waist.
Pellington, give and go. Waiting for it all day.
Pellington also creating there. That's her second assist of the game.
Arias takes it herself. And then who's there? Arias, 9 points for Arias, and she's doing most of her work in second chance.
That's what I was going to say, and close to the basket. That, you know, we usually see her taking a lot of long shots, but today she's been working her offense very close from the basket, especially from the offensive rebounds.
Pellington. That one's off. Yellow ball. So Scott comes in. Raincock and Kunwe will come in. Ayeem takes a rest. Koenig is out.
And number 15, Leticia Amy here.
Martinez loses her dribble. Leticia Almaher, one of those 4 South Carolina players here in attendance, competing for their national teams. Canada and Almaher, her attack no good. Rios pushes, she'll draw the foul.
It was a good foul from Pennington, trying to stop that fast break.
Second personal foul,
Pennington
number 1,
seconds.
Shayna Pennington.
Mabel Martinez. She was the most impactful two-way player, most efficient players on the roster here for Colombia.
Manuela Rios, for God's sakes. I don't even know how she did that.
We'll get the replay coming up for you here, Natalia. She inbounds it right off the bum of Pellington and lays it in.
We'll see that later on. Nice. And Pennington reacted, but a little late.
I love it, just a late surprise. And Manuela Rios makes the 3-point play. That was fun.
That was wonderful. That was fun to watch.
Pellington. And it's pulled down by Gonzalez. Rios continues to attack, floater short. Ami here, Rancock Kunwe back out to Pellington. And a foul is coming against Colombia.
Second personal foul number 9, Maria Palacio. Sub for Colombia, entering number 8, Carolina Lopez. For Canada, entering number 4, Sammy Hill.
Ami here. Rancock Kunwe gets the final pass and she makes it.
8 points.
Natalia, they're definitely working the ball around the horn more.
Yes, they are. Well, you know, this team it knows how to play basketball. They move the ball well, and it's not only because you can move the ball, but you have to move with the ball as well. And when you don't have it, you know, this team will not stay just looking at, you know, what the person with the ball will do. Even though they are far away from the ball, they will continue to find that spot, that space where they can be an option in offense.
Yeah, and she picks up her pivot foot there, so it was a turnover for Colombia. Ami here. Will take it herself, and it's good. Ami here now with 5 points. And she earned a late roster spot with Team Canada. It was in the Olympic qualifying performance. She had 8 points and 5 rebounds in the matter of 11 minutes, and that really impressed Coach Lisa Tomaitis. And in a way, the roster, of course, is still being finalized for Canada. So these players are competing to go to Tokyo.
Yes, exactly. And when you see how they are still sharing the ball, and we're not seeing a lot of selfishness here, and how they still, you know, they are thinking as a team, as Canada as a whole. Because as you said, these players are fighting for a spot to go to the Olympics. There are a few players for Canada that are not in this tournament that should be at the Olympic team. They are playing in the WNBA. Natalie Onchomwa, Keanu Bridger Carlton. The captain, Kim Gausher, just gave birth a few months ago. She doesn't know what she's going to do yet. She said it in an interview. Since she's breastfeeding her baby, it has to be really hard for her, you know, to join the team, but she's not going to be able to take the baby to Tokyo because of the restrictions of COVID. So whatever decision she makes, it's the right one. You know,
I really wish, especially in the climate we're in, that the Tokyo Olympics would have made room for these types of caveats for new moms. I understand it is about the safety for all, but the Olympics, with only coming around once every 4 years, it's really putting athletes in a difficult, you know, having to make a difficult decision.
Very difficult position, but at the same time, in Japan's situation, it's very different from our situation over here. Only 1% of the population is vaccinated. Just like 3 weeks ago, they started vaccinating their own athletes. So, you know, it's a different situation. You know, they have millions and millions of people, and only 1%. And the population, if you ask the Japanese people, 80% of them didn't want the Tokyo to happen. So it's you know, it's hard for everybody, for the athletes, but at the same time, it's hard for the people that lives there, that are going to be receiving thousands of people from all over the world. Of course, they got to be worried about.
It's going to be magnetic one way or the other. Pellington, good on the second attempt. Got to credit Nayo Rancock-Kunwe for pulling down the board to set that one up again.
In Canada, when we talk about the percentages from the field, the leaders of the best percentages, they are everywhere. Field goals, they are the #1 team right now. They have the highest percentage of 50%. From the three-point line, they also have the highest percentage, 42%. They are also the team that allowed the less points. You know, they are the best defending team. They only allow an average of 49 points per game. They are second in assist with 22. USA is first with 25. And they are fourth in the rebound table with 46.3. Pretty good.
In a way, I mean, if this AmeriCup goes as expected, maybe, we could see a rematch from 2019 in that championship game where we would see Team Canada taking on Team USA.
Yes, yes.
And what a preview ahead of the Olympics. Well, we know USA looks different, and they brought a lot of college kids.
But like if you're going to the Olympics, you know you are going to be facing a more veteran and you know, professional players. You have sort of like a little bit of pressure knowing that you're going to face this wonderful NCAA athlete and everybody's expecting you to beat them. But people that knows basketball know that this team that USA brought here is top. You know, it's the best of the best from the NCAA.
Coach Tamida is calling out the defense. Rios gets stuck again.
Stop for Canada, entering number 24.
Stepping back out on the floor is Aliyah Edwards, the 18-year-old from UConn.
Stop for Colombia, entering number 10, Mabel Martinez.
Aliyah's been with this national team since 2017, has played 36 games, including 14 with the senior team. This year in the University of Connecticut, last season, she was 2021 Big East Sixth Woman of the Year and 2021 Big East All-Freshman Team.
A bad pass there from Edwards. Martinez gets the skip. She'll release it. Sammy Hill, yes. Her traveling foot, her pivot foot dragged there. Moving too quick. A little confusion on defense here as Canada backs back down. Rios hits the cutter, Esprija. And she'll head to the free throw line. Aliyah Edwards with the contact.
Second personal foul, number 15, Leticia.
And Esprija is a perfect example of what we were talking in the game before, how you can be a strong and tall players for one matchup, and in the other you are undersized player. In the case of Esprija playing against a team like Canada, you know, she's regular size, but again, if you go to where she plays the qualification tournaments, let's say the South American tournament, she would be one of the tallest and one of the strongest players in the tournament.
Oh, the battle between Esprija and Edwards is fun to watch as a three gets drilled by Amy here.
Amy here, that's her first three-pointer of the game.
Final 40 seconds of the third quarter. The feed to Mosquera. Tipped away, and Canada is on the run. We'll pull out for the final shot. Shot clock and game clock separated by a couple tenths of a second. Shea Colley to Edwards. Won't go. Ami here. Put back. No good. End of the third quarter, it's Team Canada up by 20, 53 to 33.
First quarter finished at 17-9 Canada, second one Canada as well 17-12, and this third one 19-12. So again, first quarter.
And Canada, Natalia, has been able to, continue to build each quarter. Yeah, they led by 8 after the first, 13 in the second, and 20. There's a natural progression. I saw Arias clean up around the paint for Colombia early in the third quarter. That play will make it to the top 5 tomorrow.
I think that was the play of the day so far.
Renkaki Kunwe with the mid-range J. And Ami here showing off her moves to the basket. Pellington deep. And Canada just showing us everything in their toolbox.
A little bit of everything. Everybody, it's been part of the offense. That's how they play. No superstar game. They don't depend on somebody specifically. Everybody's part of everything, and it's not easy what Coach Thamaitis does, because she's substituting every 3 to 4 minutes. And, when you get into the court, you need to produce. You need to be very intense. She'll ask you for 4 or 5 minutes in a row, and then she puts you back in the bench to bring other players, and that's not easy to get into rhythm in 4 or 5 minutes. And that's what I think these girls are so wonderful, because it's hard. It's hard.
As a player, you obviously would prefer more time to get into rhythm.
Yeah, and there are some players that have more minutes than others. And you know what? This is because they're playing still everybody against everybody as the tournament progresses and the semifinals and finals come. Usually the substitutions start getting, less and less.
Everybody on the deck at this point. Some shoving. Edwards, lift. Mascaro pointed to Rios. Rios, floater. A block. Courtesy Russell.
First personal foul, number 3, Marisa Russell.
Manuela hoy is 5 points and 4 rebounds. She's 25% from the field. It's been in the free throw only once. She's perfect. She was perfect.
It's okay, Natalia. They don't take it personally. We just report the stats over here. Nice push and finish, coast to coast. That was Shea Colley. And she spent some time on the, she did not play against El Salvador. It was a coach's decision. So getting her reacclimated here in those 4-minute bursts. Koenig? Yes. Man, if anybody embraces those 3-minute, 4-minute rotations, it's Koenig.
It's Koenig. 2 of 4 from the three-point line. I think she will finish first in this tournament.
And Colley fighting on D, nearly knocks it away from Rios. Arias then throws it away. Edwards mishandles Mascara. Arias open on the baseline, misses. Off to the races again. Edwards takes it left.
Second personal foul, number 15, Natalie Mosqueda.
Coach Tomaitis here, wanting to have the second with her guard, Shea Colley, the 25-year-old. Teachable moments, right, Natalia?
She,
Real life in real time.
yes, and I really love her coaching style, because she's like, she doesn't lose her cool. And I've seen her getting upset, don't get me wrong, I've seen her getting upset during the game, but she's like an educator. And that's how I see her in the line.
Martinez, pass down to Paz, she misses. Alexander cuts, finishes.
Canada, Alexander, Colombia,
She have 12 points, 8 rebounds in 14 minutes. Kyla Alexander, ineffective once again.
A 28-point lead for Team Canada with 7:33 left to play. This Canadian team was the runner-up in 2019. But believe it or not, they're still melding a new group, and they're taking advantage of all this time on the court against Colombia. The last competition for the Canadian team in the lead was back in Belgium in 2020. You were there at that qualifier.
Yeah, and everybody was in their pick. Imagine they were before Belgium. They were playing the AmeriCup, and it was such a beautiful tournament to watch. Seeing Canada beat Belgium and beat also the Japanese team, two of the. Everybody's expecting for either Canada, Belgium, or Japan to be in the podium. So it was. I think it was one of the hardest groups. And it was fun to watch them. Japan's women's basketball, it's moving so fast. It's one of the best professional leagues in the whole entire world, and it's reflecting on their national team. So it was fun to watch. 2-3 zone? No, 101.
Rios back out. Mosquera intercepts the pass, which looked like it was intended for Martinez. And Edwards in the battle for the ball. Mosquera dings her.
Third personal foul, number 15, Natalie Mosquera. Sub for Colombia, entering number 9, Maria Palacio.
Kenneth Arias takes a break. Palacio in her place. Oh, shot blocked. Bodies hit the floor. That was Mabel Martinez with the block shot at the top of the key. Colombia ball. Alexander, hands in the passing lane. Another 2 for Canada.
14 for her, and she's 1 rebound away to make another double-double here.
Turn and shoot from Mosquera is good.
Natalie Mosquera.
Koenig, a rare miss.
First, personal foul number 14, Kayla Alexander. Sub for Canada, entering number 9, Miranda Adi.
These two teams are already guaranteed to move on into the quarterfinals. Tomorrow's an off day, but likely it will be now Colombia who will get Puerto Rico in the quarterfinals.
And Canada will be playing against Venezuela or Dominican Republic. Depends on what happens after this game. Those two teams are playing each other.
Martinez misses. This is day 5 of the AmeriCup, the final day of group play as the top 10 teams in the Americas and the Caribbean nations are here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. The best 4 in each grouping will advance to the quarterfinals on Thursday. We have the semifinals on Friday. And Saturday, the big gold medal match as Canada decides to take a timeout here.
AmeriCup W. And share your photos tonight using our hashtag AmeriCupW. Síguenos en las redes sociales @AmeriCupW y comparte tus fotos esta noche usando nuestro hashtag AmeriCupW.
I wish I could hear her. Because when you look at that score, it doesn't make any sense, a timeout right now, but it's probably a teaching moment. It's probably something that she's been, and I didn't saw what it was.
Yeah, that's definitely something we're missing this year in the AmeriCup. You know, with our extra protective measures with COVID, we're unable to provide the mic that would normally be in the huddles and the timeouts near each team's bench. So there might be something worked out for the later games, but for now, we'll just have to read their lips, Natalia.
I don't have that one yet. Like I don't know how to do it.
The official asking for a new ball. This one might have some extra moisture on it. Panzera. Palacio into Martinez. That was good.
Did she have 6?
And Martinez, you said, Natalia, she's the captain of this team, but she hasn't been able to get going here in the tournament.
Now, yesterday's game against Brazil, it was the best game for her. Today, she have not done bad, but she used to be a very impactful, player. You knew she was playing. You knew, that she was part of everything that always happened in the court. And in this tournament, she's been quiet. We have to remember also that in the case of Mabel Martinez, she was playing. She is part of the Quimsa team in Argentina, so that's her professional team. And Argentina didn't have a league this year because of COVID, so she's probably without, playing for a long time. And another thing that we haven't said yet is that teams like Colombia, Colombia and Brazil, and Argentina, the way they classified to this tournament, it was not by playing the South America's tournament. it was canceled because of COVID. So it was a ranking issue. The 3 best teams that were ranked in South America came directly here. So they didn't have that tournament to prepare, not like Puerto Rico, El Salvador, and the Dominican Republic. They did play. That was a little, you know, good for them. But in the case of Colombia, no. This is the first tournament together since the last AmeriCup.
In a year, over a year. 2 years.
2 years. It was 2019.
Yes, the AmeriCup usually is every other year, and it doesn't usually line up with an Olympic year. But as we know, the Tokyo Olympics 2020 plus 1, Natalia has informed me, is what they want to be called.
2020 plus 1. And that's how the T-shirts and everything that they're doing. At the 2020, they are just adding plus 1.
It's been a historic year in so many ways,
Wow.
and when the games get going, it will add to all the stories we will tell our kids and grandchildren one day. A couple positives for COVID for some of those players that were healing up and were set to not make the Olympics because of previous injuries, now have gotten extra time to get better. I like sticking with the positive stories.
Yeah. It's the only way to survive this war. You gotta look more at the, you know, the positive things that there are many of those happening.
One goal for Canada each game was obviously continuing to grow each game, create chemistry, get their feet wet again.
So we have the 2 teams already that did not classify to the next stage, is El Salvador and Argentina. El Salvador played today, they lost against Virgin Islands. So they're gonna go home. In the case of Argentina, it was COVID issues. They're gonna go home as well. So we already know the teams that are going to be in the quarterfinals. We are just now waiting for this game to happen to know how they're gonna play each other.
The stacking of the seeds. With this win, Canada will take over the top seed in Group A, so they will play the lowest seed in Group B, their first outing on Thursday. Everyone is off tomorrow. It is a rest day.
And Carolina Lopez. That was her first basket, and what a basket it was, her first 2.
Taking away little positives for this Colombian team. Ami here, competing against her teammate for that rebound. Couple seconds left. Coley swooping in was Ami here. So a couple more reps on the free throw line for the 19-year-old.
First personal foul, number 8, Carolina Lopez.
She'll miss the first. or make the first. I'm seeing nothing but net here. Two for two for Ami here. Double digits now for the 19-year-old from South Carolina. "30 seconds of play, skip pass to Hill. She makes it.
Sammy Hill.
6 three-pointer for Canada. Big pick, Kali, the finisher.
Shane Cully.
And Canada continuing to press. Cancero. She doesn't get the buzzer beater. And the final clock expires. It's Canada that wins 74-40. A 34-point victory for the team from Canada, who will head in to the quarterfinals with the top seed in Group A. Ladies can clap it up. Tomorrow is a rest and recharge day. Much more basketball ahead for Team Canada. This is how the numbers shaked out today.
Canada shot 17 free throws. That's a lot. Rebounds there, not bad for Colombia. 38-43 assists. There's a big difference. 9-17 steals, 12 steals for Canada. Alexander, Amahir, and Pellington, 14, 10, and 10. Arias, Mosquero, and Martinez, 9, 6, and 6.
Very hard for Colombia to keep pace, and this is what the final standings look like in Group A. El Salvador will go home. Virgin Islands is that 4 seed, and Colombia, Brazil, Canada resting right on top after defeating the entire field. Because we love you guys at home, we're gonna show you the best plays of the second half. And we're gonna make sure you didn't miss a beat.
Mabel Martinez, a little step back there. 2 points for her. Miranda Jim inside with Alexander. A great move with her left hand. Mabel to Mosquera, high-low. Janet Arias, most of her points were from the paint. Pass with points there. Martinez once again tagging to the basket. And Janet Arias, she knows how to make the most difficult shots there. Pellington doing her thing. Alexander.
And Rio showed us some great highlights. Not only were the feeds and the shots that went and fell into Arias' hand, but yes, that inbound off the rear end of Pellington and the make on the reverse. I'm not sure why we didn't get a second look there for that, Natalia. That's going to be in top 5 tomorrow.
It will be.
This Canadian team led pretty much from wire to wire. After a slow start, we saw some of the youngsters get a lot of good touches. Pellington finished the day with 10 points. And Canada kept pushing. They did not back down. They did not change their strategy. Each game for Canada is a way to get better. And for Coach Tomaitis, she wanted to make sure her team was fundamentally sound, and she heard them communicate throughout the entire 40 minutes.
Kaya Alexander, great hands, good defense, finishing there. Skipping that pass, Pellington, she misses. But there's somebody down there, always. from Canada to get those rebounds. Letitia pushing the ball. Pellington. Pass to a Jim. Back to Pellington.
43 rebounds for Canada. They also finished the afternoon with 6 3-pointers. So the final score here, Canada 74, Colombia 40. For Natalia Melendez, I'm Despina Barton. Stick around. We have one more game coming at you this evening. It is Dominican Republic and Venezuela for the final seeding in Group B. We'll see you soon.